everybody. Good morning, everybody. My eyes are full of tears of joy. Happy Monday. Hey, Annetta Power. Happy Monday, the last Monday of January, y'all. We would never get another Monday like this. This is officially the last Monday of January 2025. Just got off a powerful meditation. My eyes are full of tears of joy, tears of gratitude. So grateful. First and foremost, I want to send love and just gratitude to all of the women and men of the Girl Hold My Hand community. You are so amazing. Thank you all for just being my constituents. Thank you all for being my supporters. I'm super fired up because of meditation this morning, and it would not have happened if you guys were not present. I was so full when I woke up early this morning. Right here, y'all. I'm in Puerto Rico. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. Woo, look at that. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Do y'all see that? Wow. I'm in Puerto Rico. You tell me, listen, your gifts will make room for you. Your gifts will make room for you according to your obedience and your faith. You understand me? We got to have some obedience, okay? And we got to have some faith. And so I'm here this morning working my plan. Every real leader was born with a generational problem to solve. And as I heard the message this weekend, the question that I asked myself, if every real leader was born, right, with a generational problem to solve, the question that I asked myself as I listened to the message, I said, well, what is my generational problem to solve? And that's a very, 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 very important knowing this, because if you can answer that question, it now gives you life's guidance and life's understanding. And so now everybody is not a leader, okay? But if you consider yourself to be a leader, what is a leader? For me, when I think about that word leader, as a matter of fact, let me give you guys a definition of leader so we don't get confused. A leader, first of all, knows the way, goes the way, and paves the way. A leader is the person who leads or commands a group, a organization, or a country. So some of us are leaders in our homes. Some of us are leaders in business. Some of us are leaders, in our churches. We show up as leaders in different ways depending on what it is that we do. But a leader, when you are a leader, you know within your spirit, you know within your soul that you are a leader. You don't have to question who the leader is in an environment, because a leader shows up and you can't help but respect who the leader is, because you will see the leader according to how they show up, according to what they do. And so I said to myself, I know I'm a leader. There are people that follow me every single day. There are people that do what I do. There are people that look at me for insight, for guidance, for what's next. And I said, well, what is my problem to solve? And it gave me a peace, because I know that a part of Stormy Wellington's problem to solve is economics. Everywhere I go, economic elevation everywhere. The problem that I know I am here to solve is to eradicate poverty. I am here to show people that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And it doesn't matter your educational background. It doesn't matter what you experienced in life. If I can create this dream life, you can too. But it's about you deciding who you are and what it is that you want to show up as. And listen to me, y'all. Right now, today, you can decide today that you're going to be a leader. You could have been a follower your whole entire life. You could be 40 years old, 50 years old, and decide that you're ready to step into the leadership position. And so as I asked myself that question, as a real leader, what is my generational problem to solve? I realized that even though my final answer is economic elevation, okay, the question is, how do you get to economic elevation everywhere? How do you graduate to get to economic elevation? How do you get to the place that you can even elevate economically? And I believe it starts with your mindset, all right? Your mindset is truly your greatest asset. And there's some of us that grew up in environments that our family was poor, our mothers was poor, Our moms worked these jobs. Our dad worked these jobs. And we were surrounded by people that they worked the 40-40-40 plan, okay? But I'm a big believer that you can decide at any given moment that you want to change the narrative. You understand me? At the end of the day, all of us, we have to know that we control the narrative, okay? It's not about where we grew up and how we grew up. You can decide right now that you don't like how your mom, grew up and what she raised you to see and the environment that she put you in. Because that's me. I grew up around drugs and scheming and scamming and negativity and just the hustle and visiting my mom and my brother in the prison system. And I didn't grow up in a white picket fence. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon. I didn't grow up privileged. I grew up in the struggle. I come from Section 8. I come from food stamps. I come from filing bankruptcy. Hello. I come from drugs. I come from scheming. That's where I come up from. But I remember when I was only, 12 years old, 13 years old, saying to myself, I do not want to continue with that narrative. I don't want to continue with that life. I have to do something different. And so I realized that the first thing that I had to do was I had to make a decision that this is not what I want. I don't want this for my life. I don't want to be like my mom. No. I don't want to be in prison. I don't want to be running from the law. And so a lot of times, we think that we got to be just like our parents. No, we got to be just like the that we grew up in. Yeah, until you make a decision, till you decide that this is not what I want, you will continue repeating the cycle. I hearing years ago that brothers, two, right, and was a very bad alcoholic, all right, very bad alcoholic, all right, and one was a billionaire, true story. And when asked, right, the one who was an alcoholic, why are you an alcoholic? He said, because my dad was an alcoholic, all right? And then when asked the billionaire, why are you a billionaire? The answer was, because my dad was an alcoholic. You understand? So two different perspectives, one narrative, but two different perspectives. One became an alcoholic because the daddy was an alcoholic and he followed in the daddy's footsteps, right? But one became a billionaire because he said, I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to walk in his footsteps. What is the difference between the one who said, I'm going to follow dad, and one who said, I ain't going to be like dad? Listen, you may be born like your parents, but you're going to die looking like your choices. At the end of the day, you have to make a decision. What do you want your life's narrative to read? What do you want your life to be like? When your day comes, what do you want your eulogy to be like? What do you want your tombstone to say? And at the end of the day, how you live your life is how you're going to leave your life. So it's very important that you live your life according to what you want it to end up like, which means right now, in this moment, we could all make a decision that I don't like how my life is. I don't like the car that I drive. I don't like the environment that I live in. I don't like my zip code. I don't like this job. I don't like my bank account. I don't like my body. And boom, just like that, you can make a decision to change the entire narrative. But I got to be completely transparent with you all. It is one of the hardest things to do. Why? Because your mindset can tell you you can't. Yes, it can. It can tell you you can't. Your mind can tell you it's hard. Your mind can tell you that you can't do it. Your mind can tell you, oh my God, this is too much. But listen, some of us got more years, can I be honest with you, behind you than ahead of you. So at the end of the day, why not decide what it is that you want for your life? And when you decide what it is that you want for your life, you got to decide what you can't do with your life. Because if you keep doing what you're doing, guess what, y'all? You know, you're going to keep having what you're having. And so I woke up this morning and I said, man, how many people don't realize that all of us were born with a problem to solve? All of us were born with a problem to solve. And the truth is, the reason why many people have anxiety, Chris, many people have depression, Erica, is because there are things that you're supposed to be doing that you're not doing. And the only reason why you're not doing it is because you keep replaying what was in your mind. You keep comparing yourself to other people. You keep thinking that you can't do it. Because sometimes, let's keep it 100, right? Sometimes what we want seems so very far away. It does. It seems like, oh my God, I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to do all of these things. So it seems so very far away, but it's not as far away as it may seem. It's about every single day doing just enough. Every single day contributing to what it is that you see for yourself. Every single day changing the old narrative. Listen, write this down. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Peace be still. Not allowing yourself to keep replaying the past. The past is behind you. Y'all, today is a brand new day. We would never get this January 27th again. So why will we keep thinking about January 27th of 2024? Why will we keep replaying the time we wasted in our minds with where we are today? Why won't we separate ourselves and decide, you know what? Today is a new day. Today is the day that I'm going to change the narrative, and I'm going to decide with homicide that something has to die. You got to know that the enemy truly comes to steal, kill, and destroy. You understand? And if the enemy can gain control of your mind, guess what happened? All is lost. If the enemy can tell you what you can't do and who you can't be and who you not, and keep allowing you to replay your past, guess what? The enemy has won. But the truth is, the enemy is in me. The enemy is inside of me. The enemy is inside of you. And the goal is to not let the enemy be in me. The enemy in you. It's kind of like a boat, right? The water, think about this. The same water that makes the boat sail, if that water gets inside the boat, that same boat will sink. So the goal that we have to have is to not let the minutia, the BS, the haters, the negativity get inside of us. And when it tries to creep in, because it will, you have to go back to what it is that you see for yourself. And I talk all the time. What is your vision? How do you want your life to be? What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your tombstone to say? What do you want your eulogy to be? How do you want people to look at you? At the end of the day, like Nike, just do it. Nike, we know when we think about Nike, we think about prestigious shoes, nice shoes, comfort, athletes, right? What do you think about when they think about you? And I just need to tell y'all something. I don't care what they used to say about you. I don't care what you used to even say about you. Today could be the day that you decide, no, I'm changing my narrative. Don't let other people's opinion of who you are affect who you are. Don't even care about what people say about you, because there are lots of people out there that would try to say crazy things about you so that other people won't find you so flattering, so other people won't find you so amazing. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. At the end of the day, what do you think about you? It's what you think about you that matters. There's so many of you all right now that should be multimillionaires. You should be marketplace leaders, marketplace ministers. You should be, I'm talking about on top of the world. But because of a past relationship, you still replaying that past relationship in your mind. Because of your past failure, everybody's gonna fail. Write this down. Every successful person was once a failure. I've learned that my failures have become my blueprint. I look at everything that made me fail, and now I recreate the blueprint. For example, right now, I'm here in Puerto Rico looking into some serious business. Yes, business. Why? Because I know within the next 3 years, all right, we may be headed for a Great Depression. We may be headed for a Great Depression. And the mere fact that I know we may be headed there by watching inflation, by watching what's happening, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused. I'm not trying to create balance right now. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I ain't got no balance right now. None. I don't want none. I'm not going to be able to be at the parties. I'm not going to be able to be at every football, basketball game. I'm going to be able to be home every day. I'm not going to be able to be comfortable. I'm not going to be able to be everywhere everybody want me to be. Why? Because I know I have a 3-year goal. I have a 12 to 36 month goal. Okay, and my goal is to serve like I never served before, because when you serve, you deserve. But my goal is to align accurately with the people that can help me to get to where I see myself. And I realize that oftentimes we don't pay attention to what we're doing and measuring the result. Let me repeat that. We don't pay attention, watch this, to what we're doing and measuring the results. Ain't no way I'm going to stay doing the same thing that put me into poverty. Ain't no way I'm going to look at last year and say, okay, I didn't profit last year, and I'm going to do the same thing I did last year this year. Albert Einstein says insanity, doing the same thing the same way and expecting a different result. If I know me doing what I did last year did not gain me where I saw myself going, let me repeat that. If I know what I did last year did not gain me where I see myself going. I'm not going to let nobody tell me what I'm doing this year is wrong. All that trying to be balanced, all that trying to be home and cook. Man, I cooked dinner like 2 times a week, several weeks last year. I was trying to be home for everything. Literally my goal was to travel less. No, I'm in my bag. You know why? Because I take care of my family. I'm the one that pays the bills. So why am I going to let somebody, first of all, that ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, why would I let somebody that I would not want to trade places with tell me, you keep leaving your son and you keep doing this? Listen to me. I am the head of my household. I pay every bill. I can't tell you the last time somebody paid a bill for me. I pay the phone bill, auto pay. Sometimes I be just talking and it pop up. Verizon, we just deducted your account, $950, $960. I pay the light bill. I pay the water bill. I pay the car notes. I buy the groceries. I pay the mortgage. I buy the clothes. I buy the shoes. You think I'm going to let somebody come tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? You think I care about what somebody think about what I'm supposed to be doing? No, Stormy Nicole Wellington, I am the head of my household. And if I keep allowing, or if you keep allowing people to tell you what you should be doing, you're going to be just like them. People always try to give you their opinion of what they should be doing. Of what you should be doing, excuse me. They will always try to tell you of what you should and shouldn't be doing. And then you follow them. Watch this. You follow what they say and you look up and your ass be broke. You be wondering what happened. What happened was you let the wrong people trick you out of what you saw for yourself. You let the wrong people guide you. Listen to me, y'all. Your ear gates has an inroad to your heart. There's a lot of people that puts their limitations on us. They'll tell us what we shouldn't be doing, what we could be doing, and all that. And all the while, they not doing it themselves. But you're so busy being consumed by the conversations and the chatters of people that you wouldn't even want to trade places with. So why would you care? Somebody, she always gone. She never home with her son. She always on the road. She always on the live. She always on the call and broke as hell. Fat as hell. Ain't got nothing. So I'm just letting you all know it's a new day. We got to wake up. We got to know that what you want is going to be outside of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. Be careful of who you listen to right now. And I tell y'all this all the time, real talk. Pay attention to what happens to your heart, your happiness, and your wealth as you are in relationships with people. Pay attention. Is your money going up when you listen to her? Is your money going down, Dr. Tammy? Is your happiness going up when you listen to her? Is your happiness going down when you listen to her? Be very careful of who you allow to tell you what it is you should be doing. This past weekend, I can't make this up. This guy, I don't even remember his name. It don't even matter. Because I got confirmation again. He's a manager of a hospice facility. What is hospice? Hospice is where people go to die. And I asked him the same thing I asked my other associate who owns a hospice facility. I said, what are the top 3 regrets of the dying? Because I like to know these things. Because we all going to die one day. You know that, right? You're going to die one day. Yep. You day. Yep, you sure are. You know what the first regret of the dying is? They wish they would have taken better care of their health. Okay? Y'all, listen. Don't wait till you're on your deathbed to talk about what you should have, would have. Right, Dr. Tammy? Don't wait till you're about to die. You know, here's my understanding too, right? We got residual bills. And I don't know why we brought into this narrative of working a job and going to college and getting good grades. Again, if you're going to go to college, I believe that you should go to college to network and to gain a skill to own your own business. But working for somebody until I die just doesn't sit well with me. Because, see, we're going to have to work. Why? That's what the system of the world is all about, right? Follow me. Have to pay bills. A light bill, a water bill, a car note, clothes, shoes, food, doctor's bills. Everybody, you're going to have to go to the doctor one day. Period. You're going to have to pay bills until you die. So if you're going to have to pay bills until you die, why shouldn't you spend at least 70% of your business life fighting for residual income? Why would you be spending 70% of your time working on somebody's job when you're going to have to pay bills forever? So you're going to pay bills forever and work forever? I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. But listen to me. So the top regrets of the dying of the people in the hospice, number 1 is they wish they would have taken better care of themselves. The second regret is They wish they would have did the things that they wanted to do and not have been consumed with the opinions of what other people wanted them to do. Number two, they hated that they wasted their time. They hated that they wasted their time. So why would you do the things that people that can't do the things that we can do? Why would we waste our time doing what they wish they could? Y'all, take good care of your health. Do whatever it is that your heart desires for you to do. And don't waste no time. Don't worry about what people think about you. Who cares what they think about you? Let me be honest with you all. I love what people think about me. Because guess what? That means I'm on your mind, baby. And being on your mind means I'm doing something right, Latrice. I love knowing that. Listen, out of sight, out of mind, baby. And I'm going to stay in your chest. So I'm going to make sure I stay moving. I'm going to stay taking care of my health. And I'm going to stay doing what my heart desires. Because too many people are on their deathbed wishing that they can move their body. Too many people on their deathbed wish that they had the confidence to move forward with what it is that they see for themselves. And so, guys, as I leave this call, because I got a meeting at 11 o'clock, I got to be out of here at 10:30. I just stopped by to remind you, find yourself. Find the generational problem that God created you to solve. Find what that is. Spend more of your time solving your generational problem. Figure out what is your generational problem that only you can solve. And when you find that, like now that I know that, it gave me a confidence. I don't care. Listen, somebody told me this week, oh, you should be doing this and that and that and this and this and this and that and that and that and that and this. And I respect this person. So I appreciate you seeing me in that light, right? But I know the generational problems, though. I know the generational problems, Shaq, that I am here to solve. And as long as I stay focused on solving that generational problem, abundance has to come to me. Watch this. Imagine me trying to be a singer and I can't sing. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine you trying to be a football player and you can't play no football. Imagine you trying to be what you were not created to be. That is why so many people are unhappy. That's why so many people are depressed. Picture you doing exactly what your mama wanted you to do. Picture you doing exactly what your friend said, you should do this and you should do that. And you living up to what they saw for you. When all along you're supposed to be a multi-millionaire. What about this? You destined for a billionaire. You're supposed to be a billionaire. But you're so busy being what they see you being. Guys, people will put their limitations on you, you know. People will put their limitations on you. Because a lot of times your strength exposes their weaknesses. And the more they can keep you weak, the more powerful they feel. And they don't even realize that this is what they're doing. And you got to understand this. If you step up to where you're supposed to really be, you make other people feel less than. So they don't want you to step up to your full potential. They don't want you to find out who you really are. And this could be your mama, your daddy, your sister, your friend. These could be people that really love you. But what's happening, Andrew, what's happening, Erica, is they don't want you to find your sweet spot. Because sometimes finding your sweet spot means you got to invest a little bit of money. Finding your sweet spot means you got to get on the plane. Finding your sweet spot means you can't go to the party. Finding your sweet spot means you can't cook dinner today. Finding your sweet spot means you can't be the glorified housekeeper for the family. Finding your sweet spot means you can't loan no money. Finding who you are and what generational problem you are here to solve sometimes means you got to fall out of friendship with some people. Finding your sweet spots means sometimes you got to change your zip code. You understand? Finding your sweet spot sometimes means you can no longer be used by the people that have been using you. See, people don't want you to find your full potential because it will expose who they are not. So they don't want you to find who you really are. And sometimes you got to know that these very people, you sleep in a bed with them. These very people live underneath your roof. These very people, you call them sis. These very people, y'all have the same blood. These very people love you. But they love you so much that they're afraid for you to become your other self. Because your other self means you can't be who you used to be. Your other self means you ain't going to the party. Your other self means you ain't meeting them for Friday happy hour. Your other self means you ain't sleeping in and playing footsies and having some morning. Because your other self got to wake up for meditation. Your other stuff can't cook eggs and bacon and breakfast in the morning because you working out now. Your other stuff means you ain't cooking grits and fish and biscuits in the morning. Your other stuff is going to take you out of your comfort self. And when you find your discomfortable self, that's when you discover your other self. And when you find your other self, there's a level of peace that comes over you that surpasses all understanding. When you know you're in your vein, when you know you're on that assignment. Remember, and I'm about to leave, every real leader has a generational problem to solve. Now, no offense. If you're not thinking about what is it that I was called to do, if you're not thinking about what generational problem I was called to solve, if you're not thinking about that right now, maybe you're not the leader you're supposed to be right now. And that's when it's okay to be a good follower. You know, sometimes I'm a good number 2. You know what responsibility comes with being number 1? You know how hard it is to live up to number 1? Ain't nothing wrong with being a good number 2. Ain't nothing wrong with being a good number 3. Listen to me, y'all. Being a leader, spotlight is always on you. You always looked upon for guidance. You always looked upon for direction. And it's okay if you're not a leader yet. But go find who has the lifestyle or the same core values as you so that you can align with them. See, a true leader bears good fruit. See, how you know you're a leader? Because the fruit that you will bear. The fruit is your children. Yep. The fruit is your... Call Vanessa to ask if that's logging into my necessity to change account. I'm getting all kind of notifications. They already hacked me before. Yeah, the fruit, you can call her for right here. The fruit is your children. What kind of do you have? The fruit is your friends. The fruit of relationships. You can tell a good leader by what comes from that leader. And again, some of us have to be great followers, and it's okay to be a great follower. There's nothing wrong with being a great follower. Every leader was once a follower, and every successful person was once a failure. And so if you have failed, she said, yes, it's me. If you have failed in your life, it's okay. Guess what? Fail forward. Sorry. It's a fail forward. As I let y'all go, I want to give this to you all, and I'm going to go. You know, it's called your Ikigai. This is something that I learned a couple years ago, and it made me feel a little bit more complete. See, there's something called the blue zone. There's an area in the world called the blue zone. And when these 4 things I want to share with you real quick, and I'm about to leave y'all. I gotta go. It gives you a sense of peace and calmness about yourself, because a lot of times you're so busy trying to be everything to everybody, and you're nothing to yourself. Like, you're so everything to everybody, but you're nothing to yourself. So when you get to the place of understanding who you are, what were you called to do, it sense of calmness and peace, and it makes you stay focused. And at the end of the day, y'all, the people in the blue zone, listen to me, they live to see 115, 120. I want to give y'all these 4 things. I want to make sure I give you every single thing. Number 1, what do you love? Love. This is a part of stepping into that finding your generational problem to solve. Number 1, what do you love? Think about this. Like, what is it that you absolutely love? What do you love? Find that. Find that. What your mama love, not what your daddy love, not what your baby daddy love, not what your sister love, but what do you love? Number 2, what can you be paid to do? Like, what can you do that you can get paid for? Guys, you got to have money. You understand this, right? Don't let nobody tell you something wrong with getting money. You're gonna always have a light bill, always have a water bill, always have a mortgage, or always have insurance. Y'all, my house is paid off, and guess what? I just was about this the other day. Freaking taxes, $20,000, $23,000. Insurance, $25,000. Home association, like $10,000. Like, even though my house paid off, I still got a $60,000 yearly bill on the house, and it's paid off. So you gotta get money. Hello, you always are going to have to get money. So what can you be paid for? Okay, what are you good at? The third thing is, what are you good at? Like, I am good at what I do. What are you good at? What can you do that freely flows from you, and you do it in a way that it feels like a spirit of excellence to you? What are you good at? The third thing. What is it? Only you know these things that I'm talking about right now. This is how you're going to find what generational problem were you created to solve. And then the 4th thing is, what does the world need? So when somebody comes to me and says, you should do this and this, and that's somebody y'all that was, I'm talking about, they was on point. Like, if I wasn't sure on what it was that I was supposed to be doing, I would have took a whole nother path yesterday. Literally, if I wasn't confident at what Stormy Nicole Wellington was supposed to be doing, I would have decided yesterday to take a whole nother path. But I just got to tell you all something, and I'm going to let y'all go. What's important now? The win formula. Look at your life, where you are in your life, what's happening in your life, and decide, you know what is important now? What's important now? And I'm just telling you, my friends, what my friends are talking about right now, the people that I'm associated with, they're talking about generational wealth right now. My friends right now, they're talking about how they about to get some money, how they about to pay off schools and houses and invest and get their FIN number, their financial independence number, how they about to run it up, how they about to be secure before this economy turns into the Great Depression again, what they gonna invest in. Like, these are what my friends are talking about. We're not talking about people. We don't care about nobody's business. Me and my friends right now, we're talking about getting this money and investing it wisely and never having to work for money again. That's what we on right now. We're on financial independence. We're on helping other people that want to align with generational wealth and residual income that turns to passive income, that turns to allowing your money to work for you. That's what me and my friends talking about, right, Anetta? We ain't talking about nobody. We don't care about who go with who broke up, who wrote already on Instagram, who following this person, who unfollowed this person. Like, we ain't thinking about none of that. We thinking about how we're going to create legacy. How we're going to create legacy. And we're doing it in a way in which it feels good to us. Because we know feeling good is a strategy. So we're finding ways to maneuver in this new economy to create a new economy. Because at the end of the day, we know that we create the economy. We control the narrative. And so, guys, last week, 3 people called me to borrow money. 3 people. I'm like, no. Why are you trying to borrow money right now? Go get you some money. Go work. And if you're in a place right now that you got to borrow money, make sure you're borrowing it for the last time and you invest it or you put it somewhere that you never have to borrow money again. As an adult, asking somebody for something hurts your core. It hurts your securities. It hurts your confidence. It makes you feel this big when you got to ask somebody for something. So go out there and make it happen for yourself so you don't have to be that person that got to be asking somebody for something. Because every time you ask somebody for something, it kills your self-worth. It kills your self-confidence. It kills your self-esteem. And the truth is, your self-worth will never be greater than your net worth. And then when you ask somebody for something, they tell you no, you just took your confidence and your self-esteem to the floor. Because nobody wants to be rejected, especially when they are in need. This is how you fall into depression and low self-esteem, and then you look up and everything is gone because you found yourself in a place that you got to beg, borrow, and steal. That's why I'm telling y'all right now, it's time to go to work. It's bag season. It's time to align with people that's on their hustle. All that soft girl era shit. No, get in your bag. Be a soft rich girl. Go get rich first before you go get soft. You understand? Go get your money up before you go get soft. Go get your bag up before you go get soft. Because guess what? Listen to me, y'all. Men want good partners. They don't want no beggars. They want women that can add value and bring something to the table. Not no woman that's like this, begging, needy. No, a real man want a queen. And queens support kings and kings support queens. So before we go in this soft girl era, get your bag up. Support your man. Why would you want to be with the man that you putting pressure and stress on because you ain't got shit? Why would you want to be that type of girl that you putting pressure on your man because you got to wait on him to pay every bill? You got to wait on him to get your nails done. Oh, I need my manicure. Oh, I need a fill-in. You can send me a cash app. No. Be a contributor. Add value to your relationship because 2 is better than 1. So I'm just letting you guys know it's a new day. I'm very grateful, very excited, very focused, very driven, very not playing. I promise y'all 3 years from now, y'all gonna say, man, that's Stormy Wellington. She said it. She said she's gonna do it. And I'm doing it right now. I ain't wasting no time. I'm not playing no games. I'm so focused. I'm more focused than I ever been. I would not be 60 years old hustling. I would not be 70 years old hustling. Some of y'all do hair. Can you imagine you doing hair at 7 years old? You ain't even thinking about what's your exit strategy. No disrespect. You gonna be doing hair at 60? You ever saw an old lady hairstylist? It don't look good. Don't be doing nobody hair at 60, 70 years old. Get to the place that you get some money. That you ain't never got to worry about money another day in your life. It is a new day. It's time to get focused. As I leave you guys today, I just want you to think about this. Every real leader was born with a generational problem to solve. Spend a little time with yourself today and figure out what is that thing that I am supposed to do. What problem am I supposed to solve? And get to solving it right now. Get to solving it right now. So that when you reach 50, when you reach 60, when you reach 70, your fruit from what you did with the seed that you are will begin to reap a harvest. Never forget, seed time harvest is real. Get to sowing seeds. Don't be scared of rejection. Don't be scared of failure. Remember, every successful person was once a failure. Every successful person was once a failure. Be willing to fail forward. Guess what? If you quit, you would never win. All right? So get focused, take charge, and do what it is that you got to do. Before I leave you guys, I just want to say this. We got a lot of things going on. You all already know. Listen, this is the year of redemption for me. I'm taking back all the time I wasted last year. People really played with me last year. When I tell you, wow. I can't wait to tell that story. People really played with me last year. I spent unnecessary money last year. I paid unnecessary bills last year. I went through unnecessary turmoil last year, playing around with other people. Playtime over. This is my year to redeem myself from everything I lost last year. Everyone that I let play me and take from me last year, it ain't happening this year. You understand? I am 1,000% focused, aligned, and committed. And I'm only connecting myself to people that's serious. The minute I see that you playing games, I'm going to just be sending your ass to the voicemail because I ain't got time to play. I'm very serious. I ain't begging nobody in this season. I ain't forcing nobody in this season. I'm moving with the movers and the shakers in this season. The willing. I'm working with the willing, not the weary, because I ain't got time to play with nobody this year. And I hope that you guys feel the same way. We're about to go on a residual income tour. We're going to New York. I know February 8th we're going to New York. I'm sorry, Philly. Yes, I've been getting a lot of messages about Philly. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, I am not coming to Philly on the date that we had because the location that they had was not what Stormy Wellington is supposed to be. So a lot of y'all was on my live this morning. I don't know how that word got out, but I'm not coming to Philly on that date that we had. I think it was the 1st because I'm not coming to that location that they scheduled for me to come to. Sorry, I respect me. You understand? I have value. I have standards. I'm Stormy Wellington. I'm not putting myself in a place that's compromising to who I am. So we're going to Philly on a new date, and we're working on that right now. So I'm just letting you all know that some of you all been DMing me and asking me about February 1st. No, I am not going to that location that they had scheduled for me to go. I respect myself. Regardless of anybody else disrespect of me, I respect me. Okay? So I'll be in New York on February 8th. Get ready, New York. It's going to be a movie. You understand? We're coming to bring the energy and the vehicle. On February 8th, I'll be in New York. February 23rd, I'll be in Atlanta. February 19th, 2021, 22, no, February 20, 21, 22, we got the Pinnacle event. Stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away from the unlucky and the ungrateful. Make sure you stay away from those people that always got bad luck. I muted it now. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? You can hear me now? Stay away from the people that are bad luck, always got bad news, and nothing seems to work out for them. Stay away from those people. Because there are people like that always got something bad that's going on with them. Stay away from those people. Find the people that got energy. Find the people that's moving right now. And align yourself with those people. Those are your people. Okay? So February 8th, we're going to be in New York. The banner is coming. Just save the date. We're going to be in New York. Today, we're looking, we're booking the location. February 23rd, we're going to be in Atlanta. We're going to L.A. Chris Brown, we're going to be in L.A. February something, 12, 13, something like that. February 15 something, we're going to be in Vegas. Y'all, whenever you see something pop up, I don't care where you are. Get on a plane. Get there. Do not miss a chance to get in alignment with the people that's moving forward. So, I love you guys. Have the most amazing week. And I hope that you got some value out of today. Because I know I did. This is one of the calls that I got to listen to the replay because this call got me pumped up and excited, all right? Houston, Texas on February 11th. We're going. Shout out to those of you that flew in to Houston, Texas, man. Let me tell y'all, it was magical. The house was packed. And listen, 100% closing ratio. Okay, February 12th. The banner is coming, guys. Stay tuned. Stay posted. Turn on your post notifications. March, the end of March, we got the Awakening. Y'all get with Sheila if you guys want to come to the Awakening. You don't have a ticket yet. If I'm not mistaken, we probably got 3 seats left. This Awakening is going to be even more powerful than any other Awakening we had. Why do I know that? Because of the people that we got coming to the event and because of where I am. I can always judge an Awakening by where I am in my spirit. So get there and allow me to help you to become suddenly aware of something. All right? So I love you guys, and I see you guys over the top. All right? Bye, everybody.